Hello, hello, hello. I was clicking the wrong button. I was like, that is not the button for me. That's for something else.
His greed sickens me.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Already. So fast. I added some new sounds to be redeemed. And Hooky Frog right off the bat. That's what I, oh yeah, this one's good too.
You can't keep getting
That one's really good. I have no idea what context we can use these with. Maybe when the cats want my attention, right? For instance, Mochi, her greed sickens me. Also, Mikhail's greed sickens me because he eats way too much. I still think I have to take him to the vet because there could be something potentially wrong there, and yeah, I need to check that out. Because I think we talked about this before. Like, he has like an increased appetite as he's gotten like the last year or so, but all the variety of like different symptoms that they say you should look out for when something like that happens, when the raised appetite happens, he's not demonstrating any of those extra symptoms or side effects or whatever. So I have no idea. Very strange. Also, can you guys hear it when it says hello there? Because it is, the hello there sound is not very loud and it's very fast. That's the loudest version I can get of that one. So, okay, you heard it. Okay, I think it's just on my end. It's really low on my end. And yes, I am planning on getting him checked out. I have to do that very soon. Because again, he has no issues. Like usually they say, oh, if they eat too much, you have to make sure they're not lethargic, they're not using the bathroom too much, or are they too skinny, are they, a bunch of different things, right? Oh, when you touch him in certain areas, is this part a little tender, blah, blah, blah. None of it. Absolutely nothing. So, dude is fine. So I have no idea what it is, but still better safe than sorry. But because he's not expressing any sort of, any sort of like bad side effects or whatever, I am trying just to be like, it doesn't have to be too much of an emergency. Also, Pedro time. Speaking of Mikhail, hell yeah, let's freaking go. Pedro time indeed. Hey there, Sinwich, how's it going? It's been a while. I heard it too, and I love the little Grogu. Yes, I tried to add the little images that go along with it, just to add.
It's time to play the game.
It's time to play the game. Believe me, Kai, it is time to play the game.
Time to play the game.
What I love about all this is that everybody gets so much of the little sparkle coin currency while watching that's the whole thing where I'm like, I need to raise the redemption prices on these things because otherwise they're just freely flowing, right? There has to be some sort of economy to this. And I know I've been really bad when it comes to my other redemptions where it comes to me actually doing something like the Spanish lesson or the Japanese lesson or the praise me, but it's been a little bit hard. I just want to kind of play the games, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Could it be that he's not hungrier, but one of the other cats is eating his food? No, because I have seen him. I will watch him. He will nibble at his food, eat it, walk away, and then he'll like scream at me some more. I'll give him some more food. He walks away, he screams at me, and then he wants some more. Eventually, there's a certain point where he's not hungry 100% of the time. And maybe that's what you should be looking for, is when they're eating, they're hungry when they shouldn't be. I just don't know if maybe he has like his appetite in just really weird hours. But still, better safe than sorry to get him checked out. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see what happens. Hey there, Jay. How's it going? Hello, and hey, maybe the little guy just likes food. It could be nothing as long as your cat is keeping up the same. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like he's fine. He's not like, he's an older cat, right? Like he's gonna be 14 this year. But still, even at 14, he's running around. Like he plays with other cats. He gets annoyed at the other cats. He's still his same usual self as usual. It's just that he gets hungry. Like he screams at me. He's like, ah! He follows me, and then I have to give him a handful of food. Then he kind of leaves me alone. And then up until eventually he you know, his hunger is satiated, and then he kind of leaves me alone. And he's fine. And he's good for hours on end. So it's not like this, because I have seen that there are like cats that have like hyperthyroidism. I believe that's what it's called. And they say, you know, to touch certain areas, a doctor should even be able just to basically touch a certain area on their body to like see if it's a bit sensitive or a bit bigger. And you should be able, as the owner, to also be able to feel. I feel nothing. He doesn't react. It says that, you know, if he's lethargic, using the bathroom more, he's completely fine. So I don't know. He's just a little guy. And he does follow me around for food on occasion. He follows me usually wherever I am is where he needs to be. When I go to sleep, he goes to bed with me. He lays on top of me. If I stay up too late, he will sometimes, to a certain degree, he will stay out depending where I'm at. So if I'm like, you know, on my, if I'm in like the front room, he'll be there with me. But if, let's say I stay up too late, he'll just go to bed. He'll go to bed without me. He'll just go to the literal bed and wait. But if I'm like in my bedroom where I have like my desk set up and everything, he'll just be on the bed regardless. Channel currency, I wish there was a Gentle Geek currency. I've been working during your streams lately, but I left early because of reasons. Well, I hope it wasn't that bad of a reason, Sinwich. I'm always happy to have you here. We're always happy to have you, so thank you for making it. I appreciate it. What games have you been playing recently, Sin? Hey there, Nye. How's it going? I have spent all day today thinking it's Friday. I have had so many people today, you know, whether it was in person, like at work, or even myself, or on like social media, that people thought today was Friday. I think it's because for a lot of people, tomorrow it can be a day off for a lot of folks, and you can have like an extended weekend. So because of Easter coming up. So I think that's one of the reasons why. He's just conditioned you to give him more food and you fell for it. Maybe. He's always been really chill with the food situation, and he has a feeder, so it feeds him at certain times already. But still, I'm just, you know, he has been acting differently when it comes to his appetite the last year or so, I would say. Or maybe even like 6 months. Maybe it's probably 6 months-ish. What do I feed him? I have Montana and Hills 11 Plus, which basically assumes the old cat has all the conditions. Maybe I should get him. I think I actually did see that I should have him on a special diet. I think right now he's just on like really like fancy like adult cat food. But you know what? I'm going to open a tab right now and I'm going to put senior cat food. And for the most part, they do have their own bowls that they'll eat from, that they kind of know whose is who. But yeah, thanks for reminding me about that, Zeal, because I totally didn't think about that. And maybe that could be it. Maybe he is lacking in something. Hyperthyroidism or hypothyroid. Oh, I don't know. Is it hypo or hyper? I don't know. I would think it's hyper because it's like, well, I don't know. Maybe the other one is just a prefix for the same thing. I don't know. Yeah, better safe than sorry. Mikhail doing that is situation normal from. Oh, okay. So at least I know that's not like a super unique thing. You thought yesterday was Saturday. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's definitely just food he wants or he's just needy and wants attention. No, it's food. He doesn't want the attention. Mikhail is very specific with what he wants and how he wants it. If he wants attention, he will literally just go up to you. Like, let's say I'm at the couch. He will just walk up to you. He will go on his legs. And you will never catch Mikhail slipping, okay, when it comes to his posture. Dude is always sitting up straight. He has his arms together, looks up at you, and then maybe he'll jump up a little. He'll like tap you with his paws. He'll be like, hey, hey, hey. He'll meow. In a little bit, maybe if you still don't give him attention, he might get his nails out a little bit. Or he'll start bumping you with the top of his forehead, and he's like, hey, I'm right here. Pet me. And then sometimes it doesn't stop. Sometimes he just will not stop with the pets. But when it comes to wanting food, that's where he's calling. That's where he's meowing. That's where he's like, meow, meow. And he's not doing it in the way that I'm like making fun of him. He is more like, meow, meow. Like he has like a unique kind of call. Mikhail is interesting. The other cats, they don't talk at all when they're hungry. They don't really get hungry. They just eat when the food drops, and then that's it. Although, it's really funny. The feeder that I have 2 feeders. One is a dual feeder, so that it basically like it comes down this little slide, and then it divides into 2 bowls, and that's for Mochi and Nori. And then I have an older feeder, which is the one I initially had for Mikhail. I've had it for a long time. And so I think that's why they know whose bowls is whose, right? I don't remember. I think it might be Mikhail's bowl that Nori kind of figured out, that Nori realized that if he puts his paw into like where the food comes from, it has a wider mouth where he can stick his paw in there. You know, think of like a kid playing like a crane game, and where the prize comes out, sticking your hand in there. He'll stick his hand in there and he can kind of rattle it a teeny bit, enough where maybe like 1 or 2 little kibbles will come out every time. So Nori has gamed the system. He will literally feed himself until he's good. And usually he doesn't eat too much. Nori's pretty good. He will just kind of like give himself a little bit and he's like, all right, I'm good. And then just walk off. So Nori is truly hilarious. He is great. And then Mochi, I don't understand Mochi's metabolism, her physique, any of it. Mochi is the biggest of all 3 cats. She and Nori are pretty similar in body size, where they have a bigger, like their mass is way bigger than Mikhail's. He's a pretty small cat, just overall stature. But Mochi is still bigger, and she also has the big primordial pouch. So she just is huge. When she lays in her bed, like parts of her tend to like flop out because she has so much of herself. She's like overflowing, but she eats the least out of all of them. I have no idea how she's that big. It's like if you put her on a diet, I don't even know how, because she doesn't eat. She's always the last to eat, and she always just eats and then just goes. So I don't know. Very strange. Jay says, if only I wasn't allergic to cats. This is too cute. Yeah, cats are the best. They truly are. Like, I grew up with dogs for the most part, but I also had, well, not I, but like, you could say like growing up as a family, like we had dogs, but then my mom had a cat, and it wasn't necessarily meant for her. We adopted a cat that was like, I think a family friend's that I don't remember the story, but I don't think they could have the cat anymore. Or maybe, hey there, Nina. Or maybe the person who owned the cat passed away. I don't remember. I just remember it was an old lady. And the cat was an older cat, which is funny because it was 10 years old. But when I think of an older cat, I think of Mikhail, and he's pretty old. Also, hey there, Lord Caesarus. How's it going? Haven't seen you in a bit here. Always happy to have you. Same with Sin. Hope you're doing well. I asked Sin a little while ago what games you guys have been playing, and Sin said you guys were playing Marvel Rivals mostly, but also Age of Wonders 4 and Borderlands 4. I know how you guys were always doing the multiplayer thing. I dig it. But yeah, so I grew up mostly with dogs as like the quote-unquote family pet, because the cat that was supposed to be the family pet ended up just being my mom's, because that cat hated kids. And I was maybe in 5th grade when my mom got that cat. Cat's name was Bella. Piece of shit. Complete asshole cat. She had her paws removed, so she couldn't scratch you. But anytime you walked past her, and she was like under the bed and you were passing by her, she would like slap at you, and she would also hiss. So, of course, as a kid, you're freaking out. You're like, oh my gosh, Bella, stop. So, yeah, Bella sucked. But in the end, later on, as she got older, she actually turned out to be a little bit more of a sweetheart. But she was mostly just chill with my mom, and that was like it. Yeah, she had her one person. And I think it was because my mom, you know, obviously treated her like the way you're supposed to treat a cat, nice and soft. Not give a lot of attention, right? Kind of let them do their own thing. And I think since we were kids coming from dogs, we didn't really know. And then once I got older, I was in my early 20s, I started having cats. The first cat I had basically was, well, you know what? Never mind. In my late teens, I had a cat. It was kind of like a neighborhood cat that would kind of just chill and be an indoor cat, which is kind of crazy to think nowadays because it's like, who knows what they were bringing into the house, whatever diseases they might have had on the street. But yeah, we had a bunch of cats there that basically were kind of like outdoorsy kind of cats. But I adopted, which again was another street cat. I adopted Mikhail's mom. Then she had kittens. I took in Mikhail and like the litter that he was part of and his brother. And I gave away the other cats away. There was like, I think 5 of them total, 5 or 6. And ever since then, it's just been all cats all the time. And I love it. I love me some cats because anytime I'm somewhere who has a dog, like where I'm around dogs and the dog is not completely silent, I get kind of like, oh my God, like I can't wait to go back to my cats where they don't talk to me at all, except for like Mikhail or Mochi or Nori when they just like meow, and it's just really sweet and adorable, you know? Yes, she won her heart. And yes, the claw removal is very cruel. Again, we didn't do that. That was just we got Bella like that already. Since as my grandma's cat Jinx was like that, though she was evil all the time, she would randomly attack everybody and we all had bloody legs. So that's the difference between Bella, right? It's just she didn't have nails, because otherwise I think we would have had the same thing. So I feel for you, Sin. Hey there, Sunset, how's it going? I remember a cat I had, the sweetest of all, except when my cousin's boyfriend at the time came to the house and out of nowhere she suddenly started biting his knee. Oh gosh. Yeah, I would say the one cat that is kind of like, not gonna say dangerous, but he's annoying, Nori. He will bite you. He will bite you. Not for fun. He'll bite you in a playful way. Like if you're like petting him and like you're petting around his face, he will bite you, but it'll be like a nibble. Like he's not actually trying to bite you, but it can kind of surprise you. Kai says, my 2 cats were outdoor cats when I was a teen at home. One I named Socks because the fur pattern she had made it look like she had socks on. And one named Fluffy because his tail was extremely fluffy. I was clearly very creative. Yes, clearly. I always say that Mikhail has socks on because you can kind of see his little white paws. Also, Mochi too. The idea of having a doggy is just no, ew. I can't handle having dogs anymore. Everything about them annoys me. The barking. Yes, same here. The smell too. Can't handle dogs unless they're like an outdoor dog. But I mean, I don't remember if it was like a reel, a TikTok, a video somewhere where it felt like everybody grew up with outdoor dogs. And then nowadays it's kind of seen as kind of like a irresponsible thing just to have a straight up outdoor dog. Like you kind of want a dog that has access to the outdoors, but isn't just outdoors. You want to be able to have them indoors too, right? So that makes all the sense in the world now. But growing up, that was definitely not the thing. I had a dog, just straight up lived outside. And I feel so bad about it now, but hey, that was just the way of things. Alrighty, guys, we're 20 past the hour, so I'm going to go ahead and get this game going. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the music. Let's see. We always had inside dogs, even our Rottweiler. Oh, really? Interesting. Lucy's like that. She'll use her teeth and claws. It's time to play the game. Hell yeah. Let's frickin' go. I enjoy both cats and dogs, but I just don't have the room in my apartment for a dog. Maybe if I moved back out of the country with land, I'd have a dog. Hey, I'm a dog owner. If a dog has a smell at times, it's due to the environment, upkeep with the owner. Most of the time, if you have an indoor dog, you shouldn't smell it. That is true. You should be able to that is the truth. Yes, I agree with you, Jay. It just means that they have to be bathed more often, right? Because they're not like cats, right? And that's the difference, you know, where cats can take care of that themselves, dogs not so much. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this music, and we're gonna switch on over here. Let me go ahead and turn on the game audio. Now, I did realize something yesterday because I did watch the VOD of yesterday's video stream. And hey there, Red, how's it going? Thanks for stopping on by. I noticed that yesterday, the game audio was actually pretty low. I see you too, Kai. So yeah, I noticed the game audio was very low. I noticed a number of things. Remember the crackling audio? I fixed that. I had to choose a different like output on my audio routing software. It works now, so no more crackling. And I also raised the volume on the game because the game itself was very low. I don't know how you guys were able to like. I mean, the game is in Japanese, so obviously maybe that's one of the reasons. But yeah, I was gonna say, how come you guys didn't notice? But yeah, I raised it up, so it should be good for you guys. And I do have my guide now in front of me instead of over to the side, which should make it a lot easier. So back in Ebisugaoka, walk away from Chizuruya General Store. Also, let me raise my volume a little bit so I can hear the game. Along the way, you'll encounter multiple kashimashi that will pose a threat to you. You'll be greeted by a brief cutscene upon reaching the field's outskirts. Head to Linko's house. All right, so we have to go up north. So I don't know exactly how to get there from here, but we'll make do. Because that looks like it's blocked off there. It almost looks like we need to... I mean, there is the fog. Head northeast. Okay, you know what? Maybe I have to go back. Hold on. Okay, let's see if there actually was a different way. Okay, so yeah, we could go this way. Interesting, because the map... Oh, there we go. Okay, I wasn't reading it correctly. Brief cutscene. Continue northwest through the fields. Okay. Head northeast. Which way is north? I do know my cardinal directions, so you don't have to worry about that. That I got on lock, all right? So no worries there. When using focus with L2, your sanity will slowly deplete while your gauge is filled up. Your max sanity will decrease if you are attacked while using focus in action difficulties other than casual. Got it. Once your focus gauge is full, press R1 to perform a focus attack. Your current max sanity will decrease once your focus gauge is full. You can use items such as Ramune and Divine Water or visit Hokora. And choose Clear Mind to restore your current max sanity. Then you can recur both. Okay. Alright, well, we'll see. Hold L2. Once your gauge is full. Oh, it's that one. Okay. So basically, it's an attack that does about as much damage as what seems like the R2. But the only problem is you're going to be using a lot of the focus, and the focus could be used when countering instead. I'm going to be going to, just wanted to get on and watch you play for... Oh, appreciate it, Caesarus. How... Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, like I said, always a treat to have you. Hopefully all is well on your end, and I hope you have yourself a great Thursday. Real men drink Otori beer. Is there a D2 button for the R2? D2? What do you mean? I hear enemies. I don't know if they're behind me or in front of me. With my headphones, I can hear them running around me, and it's very creepy. Alright, I'm assuming we have to go all the way to the right there. But let's scout for items. Got a new pipe. Shit! Okay. Whew. I thought an enemy knocked it down. Oh, did they hear me? Excuse me! Got places to be! There's something on the wall, I need to read that. What happened here? I don't want to find out. Also, these things freaking run at you. I also keep forgetting that I do have stamina too. R2-D2, got it. Okay, that's what you need the, what do you call it? You need the joke drums for that one. What was I gonna say? Every time my dad drinks some, I try a sip to see if I magically like it. No, I don't. I'm not a big beer drinker myself. I don't really like alcohol all that much, as you guys are aware of. I do like drinking like the more fruitier drinks that you can get, like I forgot what they're called. Ooh, a sickle. Hell yeah. Not like full-on like fruitier drinks like a mojito, like that kind of stuff, like you would at a bar, like a mixed drink. I kind of like the ones, I forget what they're called, but they're like the ones that you get in the same aisle as you would in the, like, the same section where beers would be, I guess. No, not wine coolers. I just don't know what they're called. But I usually get like these orange ones. They're like fruit ones, and they're like, they can be like 8 to like 15%. They can be pretty rough on the alcohol level, but they're really good. I had one recently. I don't remember when it was. It was like a couple of weeks ago, and it was great. All right. Weapons that will be lost for good. No, can we only hold one weapon at a time? Maybe a type of weapon, maybe that's what it is? You got it, Nai. Get your lurk on. Yes, the Smirnoff ones. That's the one. Also, another term, I guess, is like a screwdriver? Is that right? Totoro. Don't touch me! Same here, Kai. Only on special occasions. I did get myself, I want to believe, either a margarita or a martini. I don't remember. When I went to Japan and I went to a jazz club. And it was good, but I wasn't the biggest fan. It was a bit too strong. Alrighty. Space Wars. This is a game that Shu and I played together when we were kids. Basically aliens, known as the Galactic Imperium, would arrive in UFOs in droves, and we would fight them to protect the town. Playmates would come and go. We called them new recruits and fallen ones, respectively. And in the end, Shu and I were the only ones left standing to combat the Galactic Imperium. And then, doll. Celluloid doll? It looks like a doll that I had when I was young. I don't have mine anymore, but there was a time when it felt like a friend to me. In my opinion, a doll is a toy for girls. Because of this, I always felt like my doll was telling me that I should act more like a girl when I was playing with it. One day, I was told by a girl that I couldn't play house with the other girls because I also hung out with the boys. From that day on, I didn't want to play with the girls anymore, and so I threw the doll away. Interesting. To me, this seems a little like maybe we saw the doll in, you know, that shrine area in the Silent Hill-ish space. And I'm curious if, I mean, it's already pretty heavy-handed so far when it comes to the themes of the game, that, you know, we're fighting up against traditional patriarchal norms, conservative ways of thinking, gender norms and roles. And we saw that, you know, she used to play with a doll as a kid, but then later on was told that she shouldn't play with dolls. And so she threw it away. The opening scene, she was playing with a doll, but we see that she was talking to her sister. Her sister gets married off, which you could say is the goal for what would be, you know, the traditional road or path for a girl here in this time. It's like, oh, your role is basically to be liked by the boys and eventually get married off, right? And hooray, amazing, you are a something to be for this family to be proud of, right? You did what was expected of you. But it would seem that Hinako is very much, you know, bucking the trend, right? She's exactly, Kai. She's challenging the gender norm. She hangs out with the boys. She threw away the doll. She got upset that Junko got married because that meant that she could no longer hang out with her sister. Like, they were no longer equals. Now Junko kind of had this extra responsibility, this extra status now as a wife, right? And so now she can't really like see her as her sister. Her dad is, you know, a drunk asshole. She doesn't respect her mom because her mom doesn't stand up for herself or for the girls. And so I think perhaps right now we could see that Silent Hill always does tend to highlight the things that you tend to have issues with. So I would say that maybe Silent Hill could be being like, hey, maybe tempting her with like, you know, maybe you should be a bit more more girlish. Maybe this would help you out more in life. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if it's like I said, it's like a temptress to her. To being like, are you sure this is what you want? You want to fight back against this? Because to fight back against this, it's like, you know what I'm thinking of? Okay, which, you know what it reminds me of? You know what we should definitely do? We should definitely watch Labyrinth as a movie to watch on the movie night, one of these nights on the Patreon. But I was thinking of like the Goblin King, where the Goblin King, you know, basically Jennifer Connelly's character gets sucked into this other world, right? This dark world where obviously she's not there initially because she wants to be, but because of the whole baby part of the story. But the Goblin King is tempting her with things that she wants, right? And also saying, hey, this is what you want. What if I give you what you want? But, you know, giving what you want, it's going to be hard because you're not going to be able to have all the things that would be. You're not going to have freedom. You will be, because in that movie, it's all about, you know, living in a fantasy world and living in, you know, living the princess life and that kind of thing. And so he's giving her this in exchange for giving him the baby, right? So it's like, oh, there is a price to pay here when it comes to getting what you want. And I think maybe Silent Hill is saying like, hey, maybe the Fox Mask guy is saying like, hey, I'm on your side. I know your story. Maybe Fox Mask could be a personification of Silent Hill, saying, hey, we see that you are pushing away those norms, these roles that you are supposed to adopt and take on. Are you sure? So maybe we will give it to you again. We shall put this in front of you. I know all about you. And because if you give this up, this kind of for sure path, then we cannot guarantee your safety, basically. You'll be fighting up against monsters. Holy shit. That legit scared me. Okay, you will not be able to free yourself from enemies' grasp if they successfully grab you. When grabbed by an enemy, your health and sanity will drop significantly. Be sure to stay aware of your surroundings. If you have chosen being grabbed will not cost your... Okay, cool. Come on, fucker. Let's go. Oh, screwed up on that one. All right, cool. It looks like you can't use up. Sensei! The lock's broken, it won't open. Okay. You can't use your weapon unless you actually use it. All right, cool. Let's walk around here. See if we get grabbed again. It is very dark. I had to when I was watching the VOD, I had to raise the brightness of my screen all the way up, and then I could see everything fine. Whoa. I'm assuming that thing's gonna come to life in a second here, as soon as I do my best Link impression and try to rob this house blind. Sensei desu ka? What brightness is my screen at now? So right now, okay, I think you're talking to Zeal. Hey there, KB. How's it going? You got me with your April Fool's joke, all right? You freaking got me. In my defense, I think I saw the time wrong on it, and I thought you had posted it today. I thought you had posted it this morning, so I was like, oh, okay. We're past April Fool's, so congratulations. And I saw everybody else congratulating you, so I thought, oh, okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. But no. You got me. Kudzu tea, a slightly thick drink made by dissolving kudzu powder in water. In this region, ginger and freshly pressed juice are added to enrich the flavor. Freeze it before drinking. I'm assuming that lady's gonna wake up. That dude/lady is gonna wake up. I think it just woke up. Oh, hold on. Is it coming down the stairs? Is it literally still moving while I'm doing this? You didn't expect people to take you serious. I think people didn't know the trend, right? Like the one that you had you showed me. So I think that might have been it. Although I definitely know what Happy Madison is, though. Talking to me? Well, for me, I have everything set up so it's like nice and bright for me. Like I can see everything fine on my screen. And when I set it up initially, I did the whole setup where it's like, oh, this is where your brightness should be and everything. But it's not like super, super dark. Okay, this is for health. Well, some people told me they didn't know Happy Madison was Adam Sandler's company, so if they knew, I gotcha. That's why I had to post the "this is how I win" gif. No, yeah, KB. I honestly thought KB got the job. I was like, oh, good for her. And instead, she was trolling. She was trolling April Fool's style. Even now, the trust given to the long-standing physicians of the Iwai family is unshakably strong. When I spoke to the eldest working member of the family at a gathering, I was astonished by their outstanding bounty of knowledge. Though, as they discussed the details of their practices with me, I got the hint that they might still be using controlled substances in their treatment. However, I think it best that I look the other way in this situation. While it is now illegal to produce the cloudy rice wine known as Doburoku, people across Japan were once free to make it as they needed, perhaps operating within the gray area of legislation between traditional and modern medicine has always been the role of local physicians here. Guys making moonshine and being like, hey, why don't you drink this? This'll cure what ails you. Monster's in here now. Get ready for a jump scare. I'm looking everywhere. Is this thing gonna come to life? I hear something. I was waiting the whole last year to do that, but really? Nice, nice. Did you guys enjoy my April Fool's joke? Or post, rather. I hope you guys did. I didn't really mean to do it. People said that they wanted to have more bloopers, and people have recommended me to post bloopers, but I just don't really record bloopers because the second something goes bad in a recording, I just record immediately over it. And even then, they're not funny. I'm just kind of upset at myself. I've talked about this before where I just get kind of stressed because I already put a lot of like pressure on myself where I only have a certain amount of time to record. So when I screw up a line or I flub a line, I just immediately just try to reset, right? And just be like, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then I just go for it, right? And I also don't say lines in a funny way either. And I don't also, I guess, like, it's not like people, I'm talking to myself as if somebody's listening to me. But no, yeah. I thought you guys would get a kick of that because Mikhail just would not shut up. And usually when I'm recording, I set up my my recording space. Like I have my little PVC pipe thing with my blankets over me and everything. And then I kick the cats out. Or for the most part, Mikhail can even be in the room because he usually doesn't care. But that day I was recording, I decided to record where I'm at right now. And I was editing that audio, like the actual finished audio of that. It doesn't sound as good. I know you guys are going to be like, oh, it sounds great. It sounds amazing. I didn't notice anything. I notice it. So I tried recording here in this spot, thinking it might sound like passable. And I would say it sounds passable, but just barely. So because of that, Mikhail thought I was open season to just like talk to me or whatever. So that was what ended up happening. Autopsy report, undetermined cause of death. Undetermined COD, case 09. Body was astonishingly malnourished. And the calvarium had split open like it had burst from the inside. The cranial bones had been hollowed out and filled with insect eggs, later identified as belonging to various species including locusts, grasshoppers, and crickets. No evidence to suggest they were put there by human hand. Seemed to be planted by insects naturally. Highly unusual behavior considering the current harsh winter temperatures. Yet another corpse to come through with an unexplicable COD. At least this one was easier to stomach than case 08. All bodies with unexplainable causes of death are kept secret and swiftly handed over to the police department. In turn, the police department immediately disposes of such bodies without so much as a customary glance. Additional notes. This man was suspected of blaspheming against religious doctrine. He seemed to bear some kind of grudge against the Inadi faith. It's always the same with these strange corpses. After all, there can only be one outcome for not paying reverence to Oinari-san. Oinari-san. All right, got it. I thought the keyboard video was the April Fool's. Oh, that one's good too. That actually could have been good for an April Fool's joke. I was testing out my camera because I got a new camera that I bought a few months ago. It's a Fuji XM5, and I wanted to test out the video capabilities on it. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to test out the manual focus on movement. Because I tested the autofocus and I didn't like how it's constantly searching. Like it's constantly trying to autofocus on something that's just constantly moving. So I wanted to try my hands on that. And so that was what the typing video was. I did not intend at all to release it. So I just thought it was really funny that people ended up liking it. But it was a good one. I'm glad everyone liked it. Is this thing gonna climb out with me? Hopefully not. Yes, even me watching that keyboard video, I was like, oh, this is good. I might do something more with this. I might ask for possible ideas for doing little like side videos like that. What I was thinking of doing was maybe seeing if I can do like an ASMR type video where all you can see are my hands petting like one of the cats, and you can see the cats. And maybe I can get a microphone really close to the cats so you could hear them purr. So that could be fun. I also thought of maybe like playing video games, but maybe you can hear the audio of the game really good. And you see my hands playing on the controller. So maybe that could be one. That was weird. I grabbed it, but it didn't tell me what I got. You love yourself some typing ASMR, Sunset? I'm glad. Because As I said, that wasn't the intended purpose, but hey, it turned out pretty good. You would totally pay money for that? For which? For all of the ones that I came up with just now? For the cat scratches, the playing the video games. The whole pack promo. I'll see what I can come up with, because I do want to use my camera for more stuff. So I think those would be a fun way to kind of like have as like bonus sort of material. I might even keep it as like maybe a Patreon thing with maybe even just like a little teaser on socials. We'll see what happens. Although I might have to upload them on YouTube now that I think about it, because I don't think my Patreon account allows me to post videos directly to Patreon. Chocoretto, sorry. I gotta somehow keep my Japanese on me. New imported candy that has been increasing in popularity. A rare treat for local children. Okay, you cannot hold any more items. Slightly okay, so slightly restores current max sanity. Fully restores, greatly restores, slightly restores. The effects increase when used. Can also be used as an offering. I feel like I can replace this. All right. It says we have to go northwest, so I think we have to keep continuing down that road. And this was just like a little... This was a detour just to get items. This section seems to be exactly what we were talking about yesterday, how like in Silent Hill 2, you're kind of given freedom almost immediately to go through the town. Whereas in this game, you're kind of like handheld in a linear fashion as they go through the tutorial. And then now they give you like free reign to kind of do what you want. Oh shit. Okay, I have to watch. Gotta make sure I don't get ambushed like I did last time. Okay. Let's go right. A peek into the real geek. That sounds funny because I'm reading a book. I talked about it on the Patreon. No, not Patreon. On the Discord recently. It's called Open Wide, and it's about this kind of like obsessive girl who is way into the fact of like kind of knowing every little bit about like her partner. And she says, oh my gosh, she says something super creepy about like she wanted like to stick her hands in his mouth so far as like to then rip open his skin apart. And so like his it's kind of graphic. I'm not going to go into it right here, but it's pretty like wild. I was like, holy shit, man. Okay. But it was like to get close to him in an intimate way. It's wild. It's kind of like a dark comedy, but it's a really good book so far. I'm about like 30% through the way, I think. I think it's going to be the book that I talk about on this month's podcast. Okay, so I can go all the way around. Yes, but she's not like creepy though. She's just like a girl who hasn't had much experience with like her love life. So she's just, oh shit, there's a person right there. We're just going to try to sneak around. Okay, I think I woke up. I need to see what's in here. Don't worry about me.
Nani?
Don't worry about me, lady. I love you so much I want to rip your skin off and hug your liver. Basically, it is that. She just doesn't know how to express her love without being insanely weird. I think it's that. Also, I don't know where the story's gonna lead to. But I have an assumption that they are going to break up. That is my assumption. That something is going to go wrong in the relationship, and then shit's going to go real bad, and then she might actually do these things. Like, she's like a really, really sweet character girl, like, and like girl and everything like that, so I don't think like she's kind of built up to be this obsessive type. I think it's just, again, because she hasn't had much experience, she just holds on to all that stuff. But like you said, Shiv, you're not like that, so... okay, Sennen Sugi... Sennen... I can never... Okay. Sennen. Sennen? Sennen. One of my big things that I'm still trying to get, especially since I'm still trying to really focus on learning my Japanese, is when there is a double consonant, how you're supposed to pronounce that. Because obviously you're supposed to put like emphasis on it. So if you see two T's, it's like de, right? You do it like with more, instead of just de, it would be like de. But I saw a Japanese, in one of my textbooks that I have, there is like this audio book version where like it gives you links to go visit like audio practice, and one of them shows you how to do the double consonant, and they explain it in a way I have never heard, and they were saying things I was like, what? So yeah, I kind of am like doubting a lot of like my Japanese like just knowledge sometimes when I'm like learning straight from the book. I'm like, what? Let's hold a jichinsai. Whether you're building a house or pulling it down, digging a well or filling one up, it's all done upon Inari-sama's land. We should show our gratitude to Inari-sama by holding a jichinsai. Okay, you got it. Holding a jichinsai is especially important for wells, lest we forget the ancient tale of a poisonous water dragon that once wreaked havoc until Inari-sama finally sealed it deep underground. Digging a new well is just like opening up an air hole for that terrible dragon, and if we're not careful, we risk facing its wrath once more. That's why we must have a jichinsai. I like saying it as if it's like a commercial. Oh, I was deep on that Duolingo, but Duolingo is basically useless. Absolutely useless outside of like two phrases when you're in Japan. Like, it's like, okay, you are never gonna say mizu kudasai or ocha kudasai. You are never, ever gonna say that. You know, the only thing I would say that Duolingo is good for is possibly, if I can even recall, do they even teach you katakana and hiragana on Duolingo? I'm not sure, but yeah. Duolingo is, yeah, I had a hardcore streak on that, but it really didn't do a whole lot. So yeah, hiragana and katakana are the two simplified writing systems that you see in Japanese that is outside of katakana. And katakana is the more like really hardcore symbols that you see that are based off of Chinese kanji. So yeah. And it's very difficult, so it makes sense. Exclusive price for first-time customers. Oh, I said I was going to read it like an ad. Like I was reading it like an ad, and we turned out it actually was an ad. Exclusive price for first-time customers. Special deals for requests on unlucky calendar days. Call for a free consultation now. Hey there, Peanut. How's it going? No, the phrase you just said in Japanese? What did I say in Japanese? The mizu kudasai? Or was it the ocha kudasai? Mizu kudasai is like water, please, in like the most basic ass way. And apparently there are more specific ways you could say it. It's like if you say it like that, they're just gonna be like, oh, this is like a freaking this guy's a freaking foreigner. What the heck? I mean, not that of course they know I'm a foreigner, but you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, oh, you're one of those people. You don't actually know what you're saying. Yeah, mizu kudasai is water, please, and ocha kudasai is green tea, please. Or not please, it's, well, yeah, it's green tea, please, yes. Sennensugi, a lonely little shrine situated on the outskirts of town. The name Sennensugi, shrine, oh my gosh. The name Sennensugi shrine sure sounds fancy. Man, that's a tongue twister. But that's all that it has going for it. Casanova, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's see. Even though Ebisugaoka is full of elderly believers, this shrine rarely gets any visitors. They instead go to what's closest to them, and that's an Inari statue. Sakuko's family serves the shrine, including... well, Sakuko's dead, isn't she? Also, I will have my water break, which is just coffee, but I hope you don't mind. No worries, Peanut. No worries. Maybe maybe I needed it to help with the tongue twister. You don't want to be asking for water and green tea. It's just that there is a better way to ask it rather than calling it mizu, because mizu is like the general term for water, but that is not the term that like Japanese people would say when speaking about like drinking water. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference, right? And I also think if you were to say ocha kudasai, if you say ocha kudasai, it also sounds a little almost rude. It's like you should be saying, like, you should probably have that sentence be a little bit longer. So yeah, whoops. Also, was there an echo there? Could you hear an echo? Sakuko is quite proud of this fact, but I don't know if the same could be said about her parents. I remember what Sakuko once said. Sennensugi Shrine didn't used to be the small shrine that we know. The real shrine was situated on the mountain, and it was much more impressive than it is now. Long ago, there was an actual 1,000-year cedar that was worshipped as a divine vessel. Unfortunately, it was struck by lightning and burned to ash. Upon losing its divine vessel, the shrine was abandoned and became the small shrine it is present day. Could you hear the echo as if like it was playing twice, or that it was being picked up on my microphone? Because if you can hear it, then maybe I should probably disable the monitoring. I'm going to do that. I am drinking instant coffee. It is coffee. Because I felt like it. And... ooh. Let's do this one. And I put, I was gonna say milk and sugar. I do not put milk and sugar. I have a creamer, a non-sugar creamer. All right, so lots of items here. Head to Linko's house. How do we get there from here, though? Okay. Continue northwest of the fields until you reach the garden. The garden. Approach the well adjacent to the storeroom door and attempt to grab the key from the small toolbox at its lip. This will trigger another cutscene where Hinako comes face to face with an Arabare. Detour to the doctor's house. We did do that. You know what? I did pull up 2 walkthroughs, and I'm hoping one of them has a map on where to go. This doesn't necessarily tell me exactly where I want to be going. Continue east where visibility will decrease, but you'll eventually come to a Hokora on the right. Where is that? Oh, okay, that's way before. Okay, hold up. I did all this already. Okay, all right. This is actually where we should be. So we're doing good. You'll find a little visit of the shrine. Pick up the key to the Sakuko's mailbox. Where is that? Oh, here we go. I think there's more here. I think there's an item around here that I'm just like overlooking. Is it here? I think it's here. All right, we got it. Dear Sakuko, you mustn't ever speak again about how you hear otherworldly voices talking or singing. I just love that, how like she put that letter outside. Like, hey, stop freaking talking about ghosts, all right? Puberty is a difficult time. You may hear and see strange things that you can't explain. The same thing happened to me when I was your age. However, it's nothing more than your imagination playing tricks on you. How about you, girlies? Did you guys hear or see things that you couldn't explain during puberty? Because what is this lady talking about? No worries, Angel. No worries. If your friends find out, though, they'll label you the strange girl. They'll abandon you, ostracize you. Because around here, once rumors spread, people will never look at you the same again. Okay, this is what I'm assuming is happening. Okay, pause again. I'm assuming that maybe the girls in this town in particular, right, in this village, due to Inari-sama, right, whatever god or gods are in this area, maybe the girls have a bit of some sort of power, some sort of sixth sense that allows them to hear the voices or kind of maybe, you know, detect this other spiritual world. Or maybe it isn't even the girls so much as maybe that family, like the mom was saying, where she was like, oh, I also heard stuff, saw stuff, but I didn't say anything. And so now she's telling her daughter to, hey, don't say anything. It's fine. You're going to be seen as strange. And, you know, as always, right, like, we always be like, oh, well, that's sucky of her mom to say that because she should just be honest and truthful. But her mom is literally telling her for her own benefit, being like, hey, you know, if you say shit, you know, you're not going to be able to live beyond this. You will always be known as the strange person. There are these social like norms. People are going to ostracize you. So it is her mom also basically protecting her in that way, you know. Leave the shrine and head back south. You'll find Shu on the path waiting for you. Okay. Or it could be that.
おい相棒、リンコの家はそっちじゃないぜ。
ごめん、ぼんやりしてた。
ここ、サクコの家の神社だよな。
うん。
あんまり思い詰めるな。急いでリンコを探そう。
そうだな。行こう。
I don't think that there's much of a cult going on here. I just do think this has more to do with just kind of like Japanese folklore. And... okay, it did say go northeast. The first left when you head back. Okay. I don't think it's specifically a cult where like they are worshiping some sort of... I mean, I guess in a sense, because when I think of a cult, I think of like there's some sort of charismatic figure that's kind of like running the whole shebang and telling people to believe a certain way. Whereas I feel like, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of like Japanese... and when we think of like Japanese culture, there are cults, but usually those are like Christian, of the Christian variety, also of like the Buddhist variety at times. But for the most part, because there is not so much as like a central organized religion, there are not sects or like divisions or branches of a belief system. So they're more so in Japan, or you could say even like in rural Japan, old-timey Japan, these villages kind of just had their own beliefs that were not part of anything, right? So you would have, like for instance here we see Inari-sama, right, which is like the fox god, I think, that they worship that god and they give, you know, offerings to it in hopes that, you know, they will find some sort of, you know, good treatment or whatever from it, blessings from it, or possibly be, how would you say, spared any bad consequences. But I don't necessarily feel like it's meant to be a cult. It said make a left. Did I already do all this stuff? Return to the path where the doctor's house. Okay, so yeah, we don't have to do all this. We already did this. The guide I was following and now the guide that I'm following now kind of had a lot, like skipped out a lot of stuff. So the one I'm following now already is kind of going over the stuff that I did. All right. Head east, go into the field. Okay, I did all that stuff. Get the chocolate. All right, in that bottom right corner, go back right along to start making way to the southwest. Here you can find a house. Make your way to find a letter to home. Oh, okay, it's down. I did miss that. Anything can be fandoms or technically. Yeah, I just guess what I mean is like I think this is a bit different than what we would categorize as a cult, right? This is just more old-timey religion. Where a lot of like their ways of worship were just like the way you would think of like old school gods, right? It's like where people back in the day, just to prevent natural disasters or gain favor from nature, would just try to give offerings, right? So I don't necessarily think that's cultish, unless you're giving up like people, unless you're sacrificing humans, then it starts to get a little bit, you know, kind of extreme. So I get you there. Angel, no worries. You have yourself a good night. Sleep well. The weekend's almost upon us, Angel. I no longer recognize my husband. He gets blackout drunk most days now. And when he's drunk, he turns violent. I don't think I can keep on living this way. Not with his cruelty day after day after day. Where did the kind man I met when our marriage was being arranged go? I was going to say go, but go. Yes, Mochi? What? What? Hi, Mochi. Yeah. What? Little Moch. My eldest child is only 3 years old and I have another growing inside me. Life is too hard to keep living, but I'm forbidden to die. Mom, Dad, I've always done as you asked, no matter what it was. This will be my first and last selfish act. Please forgive me. Oh no, very sad, very sad. So we have a... Whoa. Something happened in there. Oh, I think... Was that the lady? Okay, hold on. Follow the path that goes diagonally northwest from the house. Start off. You can pick up a dried carcass. The aim is to get around to the other side of the house you just visited. Ah, okay. So we go this way. Go this diagonal. We definitely have not gone this way because I didn't pass by this house before. Go down that way. And then this way. Okay, dried carcass, dried carcass. Dried carcass, where are you? Well, a big noise what we have. Hey, check out that carcass. An animal carcass that has been properly packaged as an offering. It gives off a vague odor. A type of offering yields a great... Oh, okay, sure. I'll take it. But we have to give up something. We can give up the chocolate. Go east along here and then south. Wait, what? Backtrack once again. Take the path north all the way up to the turning just before the red path. Uh-huh. You can move a stack of wood to get a school paper cutout. Did I not do that already? No, I don't think so. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to dodge everything that just was chasing us like 2 seconds ago. I could eat the chocolate, I guess. I have full health and everything, so... Oh, no, I don't have full health. What am I talking about? I definitely don't have full health. I should have eaten it. Oh, I'm out of stamina. All right. Thanks for letting me know that I should just be eating it. All right, take the path north all the way to the turning just before the red path. Go east along here and then south. Watch out. Stop following me. Whoa, 2 of them. Okay. Don't follow me. There's something over here. Here it is. Yeah, I gave up the chocolate because I'm dumb. All right. The legend of Ebisugaoka's monster, Ayakakashi. Long ago, there was a sighting of a scarecrow monster known as Ayakakashi here in Ebisugaoka. It appeared one sweltering summer day deep within the crop fields, dancing a most peculiar of dances, like a ripple of hot air. People warned not to let one's gaze settle for too long upon its bizarre figure or try and get close to Ayakakashi, for it will chase any who do to the ends of the earth before... What? For it will chase any who do to the ends of the earth before taking their life. Don't worry about me. Just turn around and walk away. You can make a stack of wood. Go up to the north. Now you can get to the other side. Okay, there's more chocolate. Continue along the red path and cross the bridge. You'll come to a red pulsing blockage, forcing you to go right. Drop into the garden. Oh, shit. You can go along the red path. Okay. All right. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. All right. So many items. There was nothing in there. Oh, you God! Holy shit! Holy fuck! Oh my God! Holy fucking shit! Okay, what gives me full health? What gives me full health? What gives me full health? Holy fuck! Whoops. I need to know what better gives me full health, because wow, that scared me, and my heart rate felt like it didn't really go up as hard as I thought it was going to. That legit scared me so bad. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Scarlet says, I'm going for all the endings now. I played on release on hard and didn't have time to play NG+, but I finished it last night on Lost in the Fog. Ooh. Hope you're having fun. I am having fun. Let's just hope that I can finally memorize. It's just I haven't had to use the items much, so I haven't memorized what items to use when I'm low on health, so I think that's what it is. But you said you got all the endings already, Scarlet? Did you enjoy the overall story once you kind of were able to put apart everything together? Because I have heard that once you finish the game the first time around, it's like, oh, okay, you haven't finished it all the way through. Got it. Okay. All right, we're back at the... I think this is right where Shu dropped us off, where he was like, hey, you're going... Where? That's not where Linko lives. All right, so... Do we have to collect everything that we just didn't get? I think so, huh? Yeah. You have to play the game at least twice because you're locked into one ending to... Oh, okay. I just have heard that basically once you play it once all the way through, that's kind of like, oh, okay, now you're just starting to understand what's happening. Like, just barely. So you do definitely need to play all the endings to get the full picture. Unlike, I feel like Silent Hill 2, where you got more of the story, but still it wasn't like the whole thing. Like, you didn't have to experience everyone if you didn't want to. It just gives you a more fuller picture of it, but you can still somewhat feel satisfied with the first ending, if you want, right? But yeah, it seems like this is a game where, like, no, you need all the endings to kind of get the entire picture. I'm gonna actually go left first. Got it, got it. That's why you need to play it twice to get the perfect ending. I think you have to play it 3 times. Ah, okay, got it. I might do that. I might actually give it its full run. All right, instead of going the other way first, hold on. Why is this a dead end? Was that a dead end before? I guess so. You're sad that there's no dog ending, like the UFO ending, you mean? All right, so it looks like I do have to basically get everything all over again. That's some bull. But it makes sense. That was my fault. That was my fault. Oh, it can climb. It can go through here? Yes, it can. Oh, fuck. The way how she just gets her wrist slashed, man. All right, so the candy, that gives you health. Got it, okay. Okay, now we know an enemy pops out of here. I dodged, what the hell? Dude, I dodged. Don't even pretend I didn't dodge. Oh yeah, give me that chocolate. I wish it would also let you read what these are. Oh, the chocolate doesn't even give you health. If it's not a perfect dodge, you won't always dodge. Got it. Was there a way to save so you didn't have to go get everything? I mean, probably. I would have had to go back to the save area, which I probably should have done that.
この気持ち悪いのには触るなよ。毒があるかもしれない。右の庭から回ってこっちに来い。
わかった。
I kind of want to go get all the stuff that I missed. We forgot the school paper. There really wasn't that much that I missed. I think there was just something in that corner, like down here. Hold on, was it there? It says also there's a first aid kit. Oh, you know what? Okay, I didn't miss anything. It's fine. The only thing I missed was just something for the journal. But we already read it, so we're fine. Do you need to collect all the stuff in the journal to get parts of the ending, or is that more just for your own edification? I was gonna run through it again tonight, but I have a slight headache, probably gonna wait. Oh no, yeah. You never wanna like push yourself when like playing a game, especially because you wanna enjoy it, right? So, if you're not feeling all that well, Scarlet, take it easy. And play it a little bit later once you can fully enjoy it. I actually finished Resident Evil 9 just the other night. And I think I might actually go back and play the game over again on some of the harder difficulties. Because I want to see if I can get some of those trophies. Nah, we'll keep the sickle for now, because it's still half good. Whoa. The toolkit, how do we use the toolkits? Are these also here? Oh, okay, you can just use them there. Let's use one right now. All right, cool. You don't have to worry about ending stuff your first playthrough. Okay, got it. Yeah, nice. I played RE4 four times, 2 on standard, 2 on insanity. Got to get the platinum eventually. Just that's what I've been saying. I've been saying it almost every stream. There are just too many games. I also recently bought the DLC for Mario Wonder, so I've been going through some of that, like the trials and stuff. I've been playing Pocopia, which that has kind of been taking a back seat a little bit. I started playing Dead Letters Department randomly just for fun. So yeah, I've been kind of all over the place. All right, these are all just the things that I had. All right, cool. Let's move forward a little bit. Something will crash inside. Head to the northeast part of the garden. I bought Sea of Stars and Assassin's Creed Shadows on the Switch as well. Ooh, Sea of Stars is... Whoa! A liquor! What? Or a chunk. A chunk and a liquor all in one. Alright, hold up. I have to fight this guy? Are you kidding me? What? I am a high school girl. What do you want me to do with this thing? Okay. I like how I said that, and the guide that I'm following says, yep, you gotta deal with that grotesque thing. But you don't actually need to fight it. If you don't feel like taking it down, you can instead lure it into the corner, let it attack with heavy swings, and it will spend some time recovering. Okay, got it. Okay. You're very close to convincing. I think, Shiv, you should get yourself Pocopia. I would say so. And you just finished Ghost of Yotei on hard. That took a backseat for a tick. Oh, okay. I did finish Ghost of Yotei during like Christmas-ish, around that time, I want to say. Didn't play it on hard, just on normal difficulty. I feel I didn't enjoy Yotei as much as Tsushima. I don't know why. I feel like maybe just because I wish I would have gotten more powers. I wish it would have gone a little bit like more, I'm not going to say sci-fi or fantasy, but I kind of wish there was a bit more to the wolf thing of her, I think. I don't know. Dude, help me out. I thought you were my friend. I thought you were my Aibo. Okay, it says... Lure into the corner, let it attack with a heavy swing of the sword. Am I supposed to lure it into the corner? Hey, come here. Hey, come here. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oy! Still got hit. Still got hit like a loser. And now I'm stuck. Okay, now I'm not stuck. Okay. Gotta kite it. Gotta kite it. Just pretend we're playing Dark Souls. Pretend we're playing Elden Ring. No! I have no stamina! Okay. What can I even use to get my health up? That does nothing. That does nothing either. Whoa, did I kill it? Are you kidding me? What? I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, so I'm assuming it just stays down? Hold on. I don't think that thing's actually dead. Dude, last night the boss I was facing in the game, so the fog was worse than Dark Souls boss. Yes, we overcame. Okay. When this happens, you need to run back to the well, hold to pull the basket up. The well? What well? I didn't even see a well the first time around. The well. Is this the well? Okay. I'm assuming he's gonna wake up or something? Yep, knew it. Be prepared to have monsters inside. I'm dead. We spoke too soon, Nai. We spoke too soon. All right. We're in the town already? Yes, okay. Do I have to pick up the items? Yes. Fully restore stamina. Okay. Get rid of that. Red capsules. We can still keep without that. I keep wanting to press triangle to get into my menu because of Resident Evil. The red capsules, they give you health. All right, there's our toolkit. I'm also gonna use the toolkit. All right, full. We're full there. Okay. We know we're gonna get attacked. That's okay. Oh, shit. Oh, god damn. Okay. Okay. Ooh, check out that perfect dodge. Okay, don't look at that one. Okay, he's down. He's down for the count. Or down for the 2 seconds I need him to be down for. I think we should be able to get it this time. All right, we got the key. We're in. There's gonna be monsters inside, apparently. All right, we're at least safe from that guy. Yeah. What you know about Hinako? What you know about this girl named Hinako? Hinako's pretty tough, all right? Hi. My name is Hinako. I eat people like you for breakfast. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go. Totally missed. I like the feigning of attacks. It's really good. That is true. How do we know this shoe's alive? Okay, nope. I think we're going through the back here? Daijoubu.
なんとかな。
よかった。純子さんに頼
Hi,
まれたんだ。
Mochi.
何があっても
Hi.
お前を守れってな。
お姉ちゃんが？
ずいぶん前の話
Yes,
だ。
Mochi. What do you want?
さあ、行こうぜ。
行こう。
Equal. All right, journal. A giant repulsive lump of flesh that is filled to the brim with a maniacal anger. It howls awfully as it swings its large knife in any which direction. Its unfettered anger is no different from that of a wild animal. No, it's far worse than that. A monster restrained by chains and shackles. I wonder if it was imprisoned and tortured. It seems to be searching for me by sound rather than sight. I should be mindful of my footsteps. Oh, so that was when we were in the other place. Yes, Mochi does want attention. She always wants attention. All right, look south. Look south? Well, I mean, we can't look south. This is a dead end, is it? Or... Oh, nope, never mind. There are red capsules there. Then go north of the slope, turn left, follow the slope. Find a box with... What is it? Inari sushi? I'll take that Inari sushi. I don't think it's this way, though. Yes, giant maniacal flesh. That's a good Tumblr name. Giant maniacal flesh. A traditional dish made of sushi rice stuffed inside seasoned deep-fried tofu skins. It has a soft, juicy texture and is said to be Inari-sama's favorite type of offering. Fully restores health, stamina, current can also be used as offering. I'm assuming the offering, it probably gives you a ton. All right. Continue east, where you'll find a Hokora. I do need a Hokora. I need to save. Oh, yeah, also a good emo band name. Yes, also a good one. Giant maniacal flesh. Giant maniacal flesh equals me. My heart rate went up a little bit. I wonder why. All right, we can offer up stuff here. Let's offer up the Ramune. Let's see what we can get. Also, I like the gacha system of this. Oh, it's more expensive now. Wasn't it 300 last time? I just looked it up and it was 85. Oh, my, what do you call it? My heart rate? Increases max stamina. I think I am going to change the one out that I have, because the one I have was just for, like, changing the line of sight. That seems kind of lame. Because they're still attacking me. Max health, I will take. That's always... I will always go for more health. Like, when I'm playing Dark Souls and stuff, that's usually my go-to. Continue east. Ignore the turning on the left. Instead, go forward and turn right. I'll take that. What is this? Higashi. Okay. It is fun to say.
ここで遊んだのいつの頃だっけな。
懐かしいね、ここ。幼い頃この辺りで迷ってワンワン泣いた記憶がある。
お前が泣くとこが想像できないぜ。
もうずいぶん長いこと泣いた記憶がない。
お前は何でも我慢して心に溜め込む悪い癖があるからな。
It reminds me of like that scene in The Office where Dwight's just like writing his name over and over and over and over again. Oh, I wanted to play the Fatal Frame remake. I'm gonna see if I can get it on PC. But that'll probably just like me playing on my off time.
田んぼで遊んで泥だらけになって怒られたこともあったっけ？
I'm pretty sure I played it originally on the first Xbox.
懐かしい思い出ばかり思い出す。
Like the
今
OG
でもどれも
Xbox.
懐かしいな。
Hey yo, Fish, how's it going?
辛く
You
な
played
っ
it
た
5 times already. God dang, Scarlet, you're on it. You are on it.
俺が絶対に相談に
I
乗ってやる
love
から
the dedication to finishing these games over and over again.
ありがとう、相棒。
I'm really bad at replaying games.
よし行こうぜ。霧が深いな。
Yeah, I want to say Fatal Frame 2 on the original Xbox was probably like my introduction to horror games, to like actually getting into horror games.
相棒？
Mochi, stop. She keeps jumping up here. It's going. Got a friend visiting for the weekend, so I'm not staying long because he's winding down from it. Ah, okay, no worries. Tell your friend I said hi. Hopefully all is well. Memories of getting lost. There was this one time where I played hide and seek with a bunch of my friends when I was young. I got so excited and ran far away because I didn't want anyone to find me, and eventually got lost around here. I was sobbing and hollering and walked the wrong way for hours. Actually, I was told later that it was the exact opposite direction of my house. Even a town as small as this felt huge for me as a kid. I realized that I knew nothing about the town. Even these fields seemed to spread out endlessly into the horizon. Unknown area. I am enjoying it, Fish. I died a few times though already. There's the doll again. The field that's all misty is really scary. I keep thinking someone's there, but it's always just a scarecrow with a creepy face. But there's one scarecrow that's not actually scary. The only reason it's making a scary face is because it's got a thorn sticking into it and it's hurt. So all you have to do is take the thorn out and it'll tell you which way to go. But don't get close to the really scary scarecrows. Someone said there's a monster who's only pretending to be a scarecrow that likes eating little kids.
トゲを抜いてってどういう意味？
Okay.
念のため持っていこう。
Who are you? Why do you always have to be different than everyone else? Freak. God damn. Okay. That other one looks different than that one. Let me look at their faces. This one has its head down, so it's kind of different. Let's go with this one. It's okay. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Summon me like Beetlejuice. Just go into a... Oh, look at that arch. What the heck? Look at that arch. What is happening here? You didn't have to go that hard with this. What? Whoa, that is wild. Hold up. Me? You want me? Okay. Okay, let's go. All right. Let's see. Do I just go that way? Nothing in there. Yes, broken back indeed. Am I still going the right direction? I don't think so, because I think I... Or did I? Oh, is it the same thing as before? Is there multiple... Is there... Oh, okay, okay, okay. Who are you? Honestly, you're helpless without me. So there's multiples of this. Okay. You're helpless without me. You're helpless without me. I'm assuming it's the one with 2 blades? Whoa. Ah, shit! Ooh, that was a good hit. That was a good hit. At least they're not too hard to kill. You're helpless without me. Also, you can hear something moving, and I don't know what it is. Is there a bird pecking at something? Oh! Fuck. Did you scream, really? Holy shit, man. Their combos are out of this world. You're helpless without me. Telling you, is somebody holding something that I can't tell? I kind of want to solve it without looking it up. Maybe it's the one with no blade? I thought that too, but it just sounds weird where it says you're helpless without me. This one has blades, okay. I'm assuming it's this one then. Can't do anything. There we go. I guess it was that. Okay. That's what I said to you when I saw you so scared. You would try to steal all the sickles. Okay. I might try to heal too. Give my pills. Nothing in there. Broke back again. You know what I just realized? Brokeback Mountain. Is that really what it's supposed to mean? Or is that just kind of like what ended up becoming of that phrase? That's not what it initially meant, did it? Because that's... What? Who are you? I'll be your friend. Otherwise, you'd be so miserably alone. I'm assuming it's probably somebody who's like on their own? Because they look like they're in pairs. I think it's this one. Ah, come on, come on. That hat, my logic was sound. That was some good logic, all right? Because they look like they're in pairs. Like there's two there, there's two there. They're kind of close to each other. Oh, well, you know what? There's 3 here. 2 there. Ah, the pose. Maybe it's because this one doesn't have her hands out? Maybe it's this one? Let's try. Fuck. Alright, well. I really don't know who it would be. Also, do they just spawn again? They do, huh? God damn it. So you just have to get it right. Does it come back when I'm not looking? Because this one's on its own again. Alright, well. I picked those 2 first. I picked that girl over there in the back. I think I also picked this one. I already killed 4, right? Let's see if it's this one. Holy shit! Another one woke up too? What the? I'm gonna look up the answer because I'm not doing good, guys. I'm not doing good. Totally missed. What are you doing? Give me that dried carcass. I thought I had 2 of... Oh, I think I already offered it up. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have picked all of them except for this girl here. Or is it this girl? I think this is the only one I haven't picked yet. Oh my god. Yeah, I get the guide. Okay, here we go. There's only one girl in the crowd with the yellow brooch on her blouse. Okay. I wasn't looking for that. Maybe when they respawn, it changes? This one's yellow, right? That one... Wait. Brooch? What is a brooch? Oh, it's this thing. It's like that little... It's the... Yeah, it's that thing. It's like the pin. I would have never guessed that. This part fucked me up and lost in the fog because I'm stubborn. Yeah, I wanted to figure out by myself. That's why like, I killed 5 people just now. And I started breaking my weapons, so I started like, okay, I guess I should actually just like figure it out or get the answer. All right. Yeah, that bend and snap pose is wild. Some of the puzzles change in the end game too, depending on the ending. Oh, okay. I think I did see that in one of the guides that I had. It shows you like the different versions of the puzzles, depending on what your. Oh shit! Fuck! I'm lost. Dude, I went in the direction they told me. All right, here we go. Who are you? Tell me truly. You two aren't anything more than friends, right? I've always been watching you when you weren't looking, you know. Alright, so I'm assuming it's people who are looking at each other. You too. I've always been watching you when you weren't looking. Maybe these two here? This person's staring? Right? This person looks like they're staring at those two over there. I don't know where the pin is. Ah, there it is. I'm looking right at it. Did I get it? No. So I'm stupid. Oh, no! I figured it would have been them because they're the ones who are not looking, right? And he's looking at them. Some of those were confusing. Yeah. Because then there's these two here. And you see this person's kind of staring at them, but not really. This person's staring at these two. This person's not looking. Nobody's really looking at them, and it's not even a pair. Or maybe it's these two and this person is looking at them? Fuck. Alright, we'll just solve it. We'll just look it up. Alright, let's see what it is. Check out the girl in the middle of the pack. Alright, let me see. Alright, check out the girl. Whoa. What if I just woke up for no reason? Why would you do this to me when I'm running out of... I am running out of weapon durability. Yeah, more like fuck you, that's why. Alright. Look at the girl in the middle of the pack, that's what it says. She's looking directly at a boy. Okay. And there's a girl directly behind her with her arms folded. Positioned like she's watching the first one. Remove the nail from the scarecrow who's looking At the boy. Oh, okay. Got it. Well, that was the one I did not do yet. Yep, there it is. I could have just lied to you. Told you to go any which way. Alright, I think we have one more scarecrow. And then we'll save it for the night. I have to switch weapons too, because that one's... Oh, you know what? I do have the toolkit. Hell yeah. Alright, last bit here. Where's the scarecrow? The main scarecrow. Excuse me, where's the scarecrow I'm supposed to, like, get the hint from? Nothing. Where's the scarecrow with the hint? Or did I go back? I didn't go back, did I? It doesn't even let me inspect it. Dude, I am lost. Okay, it's resetting me, I think. All right, cool, nice. Thank you, game.
さっきも通った。
Oh my gosh, did it take me to the beginning? Okay. To the beginning of the last one. Okay, good. Okay. So straight line this way. Straight line this way. The only thing is that there's no scarecrow, though. Unless I'm supposed to just keep going. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, I had to pass them. Okay. Who are you? You. Yes, you. Interesting. As we are getting a little bit late, I'm curious if I should just look it up instead of trying to figure it out. Okay, let's get back to the beginning. Oh, God. Piece of shit. Oh, I could not dodge that? That's baloney. Basically. Surprise, motherfucker. I think it's this one. I looked it up. Let's see if it's this one. It says it's the one who's looking down. Yep, that's the one. Happens all the time, a kid falling to their death in the waterway. I have no idea how you would have found out that that was the one. Like, I honestly do not know how I would have thought that that's the one I should pick. I thought the same thing. Some fries, motherfucker. I walk this path every time I go to Rincos, but to be honest, to this day, I'm still scared that I might get lost. I mean, I've been told that I should probably just ask an adult for directions if I get lost. But then I remember that one time when I walked on the footpath of the rice fields for fun and got smacked by an old farmer all of a sudden. The trauma from that experience made me scared of adults. Back then and even to this day.
あれさっきのは
早く来いよひなこ
凛子は
呼んでみよう凛子俺だシュウだいるなら返事してくれ
Supplies, motherfucker. That's pretty good. Whoa! This person's actually alive.
ひなこも
She's like, oh, you brought somebody else here? You brought another girl?
家族は
私は大丈夫でも誰もいないの
私は大丈夫。
足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんてこんなの絶対に変誰もいないし気味の悪い怪物がうるつき回ってるし何が何だかわからないよ
I was like, am I supposed to control her or something? But no. Yeah, that was an awkward silence indeed.
サクコはあんないい子がどうして
No, the one who owes the money is like...
ここに留まるのは危険だ
Wait, I thought the one who owes the money died.
街を出るってお父さんやお母さんはみんなは助けを呼ぶためにも今は行動を急いだ方がいいかもしれない
みんなを見捨てるわけじゃない助けるためにも一度脱出する必要が
Can
ある
somebody look up how much 500 yen was worth in the 1960s? I'm sure it was probably like 20 bucks USD.
無理ってどういう意味だ
そっちの窓から天井が見えるよ霧が濃くなければ
I was watching the VOD, and I did say that if maybe she would have paid back my money, maybe she wouldn't have died, and I like laughed at my own joke.
どうしよう
東の鉄橋がダメなら西の県道を目指そう
139? No, that's
裏山
that's
を抜けるのか
current money now.
あの山越えられるの
わさび田への道があるうちだけの抜け道だ
500? Or was it, maybe it was 5,000 yen. Look up 5,000. I don't think it was 500 yen. 5,000
救
yen.
急箱あるよ取ってくるね
It couldn't have been.
私も一緒に行こう
Or was it 500 yen?
手伝う
相棒が一緒なら安心だ
台所どこだっけ
You know what? I looked it up too right now, Shiv. And apparently there's a whole technicality. I'm assuming it just had a lot to do with post-war stuff. Oh, shit! Fuck this girl. I like that. I don't know. I just work here. It says here, in 1960, 500 Japanese yen was approximately 139 USD. This value is based on the fixed exchange rate established after World War II, which held that the yen at a rate of 360 yen to $1 USD. But how much is 139 USD in 1960 worth today? $15. $15.35. So I was pretty close. It was. I said about $20. So I'd say that's pretty close.
私一体
All right. Well, we have to save our game. So Also, I love these sections of the game where you can kind of only see what's in front of you with the lamp, but then you can see like a light in the distance.
いた。もう少し待っててくれてもいいのに。
Oh, thank you for the follow, Scarlet. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to save it so that way I can finish for tonight. And then we'll start up again tomorrow. Whoa! I just love how we hear a sound, something horrible happened, and instead of running away from it, we run towards it. Messy Scrawls. Wonder what that pretty little thing's chirps will sound like when I tear off that mask of hers. The girl before last was an exquisite specimen. I can barely contain myself every time I think about her. Yeah, it's not Friday, Shiv. Not yet, anyway. Fully restores current max. Fully restores current prevents. Oh, that reduces. We won't take it. Huh. All right. A lot of fancy stuff in here. Greatly restores health. I'll take that. Instead of... I have enough things. Let's get rid of that. Investigate the strange object. I think I'm missing something. Okay, so I have to come back. First, search for the missing object. Whoa. There are valuable relics hidden away in the old storage room. They must be kept under lock and key. The last girl slipped in while I wasn't looking. It took a long time to find her. Huh. Dead end? Wait. Can I go around? Ah. Fried tofu that became too hard and dried to be edible. Oinari-sama's favorite offering. I think I'll replace that with that. How come I can't press this? Is this a stage? Huh. Okay. Oh, wait. Can I go this way? No. There is something over there, though. Yeah, I was like, save point, nuh-uh. Which sucks. Oh, hold up. Did I go this way before? I don't think so. I think this is a new area. Hello. Hell yeah. I am going to offer up the favorite dish, or what was it? Where is it? Where it says like, oh, this is the favorite dish, as said to be favorite type of offering. This one? Okay, yeah. And this one. So we could get another Omamori from the gacha machine. Ooh, this one's cool. Greatly decreases sanity consumption while using focus. That would be nice. Although I do like my max health boost. All right, we're saving it. We made progress. We finished one chapter. It took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but hey, we still made progress. Also, Mochi's here. Hi, Mochi. What? Wow. What? Yes, Mochi? Oh, she is a cute one. Let me go ahead and mute that. Let me go ahead and put on some goody Silent Hill music on. Let's switch on over here. Oh, Mochi, you're a little sweetie. Mochi being here is the best ending. Yeah, she just really likes hanging out with me all of a sudden while I'm streaming. What? Her greed sickens me. Oh my god, Mochi. She jumped straight up and grabbed my, she grabbed my, my hand so that way she could rub her face on it. That is amazing. Anyway, well, I had fun tonight. Hope you guys did too. I am really enjoying this game thus far. But we'll see where it takes us tomorrow. Yes, Mochi getting the loves. Oh, I appreciated Zeal. Thank you. It was awesome. Oh my gosh, Mochi. What? Stop screaming at me. Yes, she is my co-star for the streams. She likes to hang out with me. Only on occasion, though. Not all the time. Most of the time, she's just sleeping. I think she just wants to be let out, so let's do that. Anyway, awesome. Oh, thank you so much, Kai. I appreciate it. Well, guys, you guys take care. You guys have yourself a wonderful night. Tomorrow is finally Friday. I know people keep thinking it's Friday already, but hey, we're not there yet. But tomorrow we will be looking forward to another stream of Silent Hill F. So until then, you will hear from me soon enough. And as I said yesterday, oyasumi nasai. Good night.
Stealth mode engaged.
His greed sickens me.